So Kingdom Come Deliverance has been out for about a week now, actually exactly a week, and like any popular game, people are scouring to see what Easter eggs and secrets they can find, and today I'm bringing to you 7 Easter eggs, or you could call them secrets as well, things in Kingdom Come Deliverance. Now thank you to Kingdom Come Deliverance on Reddit and the Discord and everything like that. There'll be a link in the description to the Discord if you want to join it. I'll be on there sometimes. They've helped find this stuff, they've posted a lot of this stuff on, and of course I've gone to hunt for this stuff myself, so I've had a few tip-offs and I've gone to find this stuff to show you guys. So sit back, relax and enjoy today's video on Kingdom Come Deliverance Easter eggs. Now Kingdom Come Deliverance has said to take some of its inspiration from the Witcher games, and of course the developers acknowledge this by putting some of the Witcher Easter eggs in the game. First we have the horse from the Witcher. Everyone knows that has played it, the horse is called Roach. Now if you go to Meadowhoid's stables you will find a horse there named Roach. Now also this is not the only Easter egg here at Meadowhoid Stables, there's also a horse called Warhorse Gender. I don't know really what that's about, but I'm thinking it's something to do with the Warhorse development team. Of course it has Warhorse before it, that would make more sense. But if you go up to this horse called Roach, everyone knows this was the horse from The Witcher, and if you actually go up to the horse guy and you talk to him, if you say you want to buy it, he talks about a few hints towards buying it off a Polish man, and having some references towards The Witcher in there. Staying on the topic of The Witcher, there's also, I didn't find this myself, but I have a screenshot here of a potion that you can actually get called the Witcher potion, and what this does is, and it basically lets you withstand other potions as well. You can take more alcohol and things like that. It's quite a nice reference to The Witcher there. Now moving on, staying on the topic of horses though, if you go to Neuhof, this is known for being a stud farm. They have many horses here, so it might take you a little while to find this horse, but you can find a horse called Epona. And this of course is the horse from Zelda's horse, and if you talk to the horse merchant as well, he tells you of this horse only responding to a flute, a pan flute, which is a nice reference there. Now moving on to something a bit more in depth, we're going away from horses. Yes, having a horse's name as a reference to something else is quite nice, but we're going more in depth to these Easter eggs now. Now the first one is a reference to Wolverine from the X-Men, and specifically I would say Logan. Now, if you haven't seen Logan, spoilers, go into the woods on the pinpointed map here, you might come across a clearing, and in this clearing is a grave. Now, there are many graves in Kingdom Come Deliverance, but this one's a bit different. If you look a little bit harder, you might see a skeleton's arm. Now this isn't just any old skeleton's arm, this is the skeleton of Wolverine. Of course at the end of Logan he died and he was buried by his daughter, and this is obviously Wolverine as you can tell by his claws, and yeah, this is his resting place, and it is being put into Kingdom Come Deliverance as I guess a little nod to that great film. Now who doesn't love a good bit of Game of Thrones? Now this is a nice little simple Easter egg, but in the weaponsmith in Sasau you may come across a few of the swords. They'll probably be on display, but when I came across it, it was nighttime and I'd lockpicked into the weaponsmith and I found this sword in the chest, and this is a needle. This of course is the sword that Jon Snow gives to Arya Stark in Game of Thrones, and stick him with the pointy end. But of course a nice addition to the game. Now before we get on to one of the bigger ones at the end, I'm going to quickly tell you about a little reference to Lord of the Rings. It's sort of an Easter egg, but I would say it's more of just a little nod to the films, and this is a torch. Everyone pretty much has a torch in the game, and if you click Q, if you're on keyboard, I'm not completely sure what it is on controller, but if you go onto the weapon details or the item details, then you'll be able to see a little thing here that says, "May it be a light to you in dark places, when all other lights go out." Now this is a reference, if you remember, from Lord of the Rings, when I think it's Galadriel offers the light, I can't remember the name of it, the light bulb thing that he uses, that Frodo uses against the spider in the end, of course. Once she gives Frodo that light, then that of course is the quote that she tells him. Now quickly moving on to the final Easter egg I have in this video. Now this is an interesting one. It confused me a bit at first, and I've heard some more information about it that I don't have proof of, but it's some quite interesting information. Now, if you go just east of Rattay, you may go into the middle of the woods. Now I have done a video on these woods talking about the best hunting spots, but just below that, if you cross up this river, following the river, you'll come to a bit of a deer hunting spot. Following a path up, then you'll come to some few ruined buildings, a little hut that's been burnt down, but there's something more interesting here. There is a tree with boots on, and dead bodies next to it. Now, at first I thought, like many people thought, that this was a reference to Lord of the Rings and Ents and things like that, because that's a more mainstream, well-known inclusion of trees walking about. But doing a bit of research, I don't even want to try and pronounce this, but this one makes more sense. It's apparently a Czech fairy tale. I don't even want to try and pronounce the name of that, but created by Karel Jamer Urban, and it tells a story of a fearsome and constantly hungry living log of wood. Of course, that will make a lot more sense since Warhorse is a Czech studio, so I'm guessing that's where the reference comes from and the small Easter egg. Now, there's something more interesting about this. I have heard, now this is just rumours, but rumours say that if you go at a certain time, in the middle of the night, to this place, he has been spotted to be walking around. But do be wary, because if it is true that he is this Czech fairy tale created character that is constantly hungry and eating people, like this dead body next to him, you might come into a few issues there. Now, don't hold me to that, because I have not experienced it myself. Just watch out if you're wandering the woods at that time at night. But thank you guys for watching this video. I'm going to be doing some more Easter egg videos as soon as I've hunted them out. If you guys have any more tip-offs of Easter eggs and things, make sure to leave them in the comments or come on my Discord and send me a quick private message, and I'll make sure to give you guys a shout out in the video if we get some more Easter eggs going here, because I know a lot of people do like Easter eggs. There's more tutorials coming soon of Kingdom Come Deliverance, finding all the rest of the treasure maps. That will be up very, very soon. But until then, guys, I will see you in the next one.